Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name's Lynn Murray. I am a professional medium, tarot reader, teacher, and professional student because I'm always learning something. I've been teaching tarot mediumship for about 30 years. I have certificates from the churches to confirm that I can give evidential mediumship. That's what I was trying to do, give evidential mediumship. And this is what I'm trying to teach everybody here. I have written a book. Very, very hard to get non-fiction books published, but I am still trying. In the meantime, I'll teach via YouTube because I love teaching. I've been teaching for so long. I love learning as well as teaching. I like to know as much as I can as well about spiritualism. So we've worked through the chakras so far, and today we'll be having a little look at the auras. We have touched on auras and healing them, but I think it'd be nice to have a proper look at auras and how they work for us. So we'll look a bit at aura cleansing, healing, the effect of our auras, and the size of the auras. So it is in one of the chapters in my book, so I will be working through that with you as well. I'll pop that there. Hopefully, that's working. Oh, I've got a nice piece of crystal here that should work. Okay, so I'll put that there. We'll be looking down all of the time. So, colour, position and shape of the aura. This chapter examines how the energy of our aura radiates from our body and connects to the energy of all living beings and the spirit realm. And it is all living beings. You know, we can use it to communicate with our animals. All animals. We have horse whisperers and dog whisperers, and I don't think my phone's straight. Hang on, my shoulders look wonky. Let's try that. Okay, auras can be read psychically, clairvoyantly and clairsentiently and provide information that adds depth to our spirit communications. So everything I do here, whether it's chakras, auras and third eye, everything is about strengthening our mediumship communication. The more that we know, the more that spirit can use to communicate with us, and the more accurate will be our messages. So like the chakras, the aura is composed of several layers. I think it's 7, same as the chakras, so we have 7 layers. The difference is that the chakras do go in a line through our body. Hang on. There we are, those chakras. Whereas auras radiate out from our body in different layers. So we have the etheric layer is closest to the physical body and forms a connection between the physical and higher bodies. This layer can indicate physical ill health. The emotional layer, this is 1 to 3 inches away from the body. Emotions show here. Blocks or negative emotions are seen here as holes or dark spots. The mental layer stores thoughts and mental processes. It extends about 3 to 8 inches from the body and is influenced by ego and willpower. Self-doubt, limiting beliefs or confusion will show here. The astral layer, this is located about 12 inches from the body. It is considered the entrance to the astral plane and the layer of love. Here is understanding and expression of feelings. Negative expression can result in judgment on self and others. The manifestation layer, layer 5. This extends about 18 inches from the body. It is where things manifest out of the ether into the world. Identity or personality is here. In this layer, negative thoughts, emotions, physical illnesses, distorted personality aspects materialize here. Interesting. The celestial layer is approximately 24 inches from the physical body. Perceptions and intuition are highlighted here. Projections and illusions can be understood or distorted. based on perspectives and depends on your conscious connection with the divine. So the I am level. This extends about 3 feet away from the body. It is our ultimate connection with Source, representing unity and consciousness where our spirit and universe become one. Negative expressions on this level result in feelings of superiority, isolation, separation from God and universal energy, separation from others and even self. So all of these layers are pretty important in our lives. I have got a picture here somewhere of the aura. What I've done for this video, instead of showing you the auras in nice even layers like you see them on pictures, if you look at the thumbnail, I've shown photographs of actual auras and how the layers aren't in a nice even layer. Bear with me. Is it on here? Let's have a look. So on here you can see the layers, how even they all look and how nicely balanced and everything they are. In reality, when we look at the aura pictures, hang on, I have to pause this. So this is how auras are often depicted. This is how they often look. Nice even layers like this, and you've got 7 layers there, different colours, and that's a picture of a well-balanced aura. I will find out how you can get handouts, because I've been teaching for so long. I have handouts for all subjects. This is what they actually look like in real life. So you've got more blue, you've got more green, you've got them in different places. It's not like a nice, well-balanced aura. Forgot what a different one. These are actual auras taken by students of mine. So we have this is an aura, another real aura photographed by a Kirlian camera, I think they're called. So this is when we talk about balancing the chakras, we talk about balancing aligning the chakras in our body, in the center of our body. When we talk about aligning or healing the auras, we talk about having a bit less pink and grey or blue or whatever on there. As you can see, the auras always stay, the chakras always stay in a line. The auras move all over the place. So if on this one, for instance, we have a lot of green down here on our feet. So green is the colour in chakras. It's the colour of the heart chakra. So it's the colour of love and emotions. Back to. So if we're looking at that one, that particular aura report, for me it would read like there's lots of love here going in or out of the head. There's love, just turn around on the one side here where the green is, and there's a little bit of green down the feet, so there's a little bit of love leaving the body. So somebody's a little bit dissatisfied with their romantic relationship at the moment, I would think, or familial relationship. But somebody, although there's a lot of green in there for love, it's not in the heart area. And we've got blue also. So again, blue would be in the throat chakra. So because I work with chakras more than auras, I would use the meaning of the blue. It goes from very, very dark blue to very, very light blue with little bits of white in it. So someone is learning to express themselves, to express their emotions, and maybe to express their love, to say that I want this in my love relationships, or I don't want that. So for me, reading that aura report, that is what I would take from that, and that's why it's so interesting to learn how to read the auras. They can give us such a lot of information once we learn about them. But today we're going to look at the effects of aura, where it is on the body. So we've just had a little bit of a look of that. Where is my aura situation here? Where on the body? So we've discussed the layers and where they are. So I'll be talking again. So we have to look at aura shapes. So the aura can be hazy, it can be blurred, it can be solid or spiky, large or small, as well as the healthy, neutral shape and size that we imagine the aura to be. The auric field can be large or small, weak or strong, or healthy and balanced. The position of the aura on the body, it can be strongest at the front or the back of the body, up above your head, or stable and present in the now. An aura may have blurred boundaries or a hard shell for protection. It may be weak, allowing unhealthy emotional attachments, or balance for healthy boundaries. I think when we start working with auras, we can realise, excuse me, itching again, spirits drawn close again. So your aura shape indicates how we are responding to life, and life experience affect the aura. The shapes include the hazy aura, the aura wall, the spiky aura, and the clear aura. It tends towards one of these shapes depending on what is happening in our lives. Auras can change. An unstructured aura could change to a spiky or solid aura if someone's feeling threatened. Are you spreading yourself too thin? Are you holding yourself back? Are you being emotionally or mentally absent for your life? Or are we practicing being present and balanced? These attitudes affect how the aura presents on the body, depending on what is going on in life. The size of the aura and its position can change. For example, the aura might be pulled in close to the body if you feel afraid, and it may expand out when you're feeling confident, etc. So a really interesting way of working with auras, we do this in pairs, is with a pendulum, and you can sit someone in the centre of a circle or sit close to a friend, and then you have a pendulum and you walk closer and closer to the person, and then you can find when the pendulum starts swinging or turning or moving, it will do that when it bumps into the person's aura, so you can feel the size of the aura via a pendulum, but you can also do it in many other ways as well. So let's have a look. A balanced aura extends about an arm's length from the body. The aura position definition can indicate present interactions. If you're running late, the aura energy may move to the front of the body. If you arrive early, the aura will return to its normal size and position. A large aura might demonstrate an intention to control or dominate others, but it can also indicate spreading yourself too thin. If the aura is spread wide, it is easy to lose touch with your inner self and become externally focused on things outside yourself. This is because if the aura is very large and you've got all of this information coming from all over the place, then that can be really confusing. It also weakens us as well, because it weakens our thoughts and our energy if it's just too large. So we need to balance our auras as we do our chakras. We don't really want to let all sorts of energy, negative or positive energy, into our auras, because we want to use our own energy. We want to balance our own energy and be in control of our thoughts and feelings and not other people's. So a small withdrawn aura indicates fear on some level. Quite often it will indicate fear. It suggests not wanting to attract attention. You may be holding back energy for safety. When an aura is pulled in tight, it is easy to lose a sense of self, as it is harder to be expressive. So it's like making ourselves physically smaller in a situation where we might be frightened, or we don't want to speak up, or we sit and people don't talk to us, don't notice us. when you kind of like take the attitude, you pull your aura in, because you can't be quiet and small while your aura is dominating the room. So you will influence our auras as well. Out of body. So if your aura is above the head, mainly above the head and not surrounding the body, there may be a tendency to unconsciously dissociate from the body if you've been wounded. While spirit is out of the body, it can temporarily avoid facing emotions or problems, but eventually issues will need to be dealt with. If energy is kept above the body, the result can be being absent rather than present in life, which is never good. If the aura is behind you, the aura is always all around us, but if it's mainly behind you, this may be the result of unhealed issues and fear of the future. It prevents us from moving forward physically in life, emotionally and spiritually, prevents us from moving forward in all areas, and it can indicate making the past more powerful than the present. So we're holding on to a lot of things from the past, and we're protecting everything that was behind us. If you have a large aura in front of our body, this can be the result of stress and anxiety, but it can also create stress and anxiety. If you are in a hurry and you're running late, the aura may move to the front of the body, but when you arrive on time, it settles down. It can also suggest living in the future instead of honouring the present as well, so that needs considering. The unstructured aura, this is my favourite, it's all over the place and very untidy, I call it, expresses a lack of clear personal boundaries, a tendency to get caught in other people's problems, also issues like difficulties saying no to others, holding an unconscious belief that for people to like you, you cannot set boundaries. So you've got this, I call it a flaky aura, it's an unstructured aura. So we can learn a lot about, there's so again, I've got to stop saying this so. You can learn a lot about subconscious emotions and behaviours that are stored in our auric energy, hindering our ability to manifest and reach our full potential. I am reading from my book that I wrote, the book what I wrote. So they can indicate which area we need to remove blockages from, or areas that need strengthening. So when we remove blockages and attachments, which we'll talk about in a bit, this enables us to manifest our future ambitions much more efficiently. By removing these negative energies from our aura, we can more easily manifest our goals. So again, stop with the so. At least I'm aware of it now. So once you're aware, you can stop, can't you? Okay. So we talk about removing unwanted energies from our aura. We'll do a little meditation for that in a bit, but I just want to talk about attachments for a moment. The kind of attachments we might get as soon as I find one. Okay. It's a big book. Okay, you can get aura cards. I actually have designed my own set of aura cards, so I'll get a little bit of a set of those in a moment. Okay, so attachments, as we were talking about, this is what I really wanted to find for you. Cleaning attachments from the aura is necessary for our emotional health and well-being. Attachments, I don't like looking down like that. Attachments prevent us from being fulfilled by creating blocks or holes which prevent our energy field flowing freely. They can be seen by clairvoyants as holes or dark areas in the aura. Attachments are spirits to whom we have emotionally connected, and they may remain attached to our aura, including pets that were loved. The attachment can last for many years. I also believe that we can have physical attachments from people still living. They can attach to our aura. We accumulate unwanted energies in our daily lives like a magnet onto our aura. The energy system gets polluted, and then it begins to attract low vibrations which are unhealthy. For example, if two people get into an argument, excuse me, spirits irritating me. I know you're there. When two people get in an argument, they may both have one or more attachments triggered, so they will both simply reenact the past painful event where the aura attachment was first created, but are now projecting this event to the present moment. This energy will again accumulate in the aura, making its magnetic frequency stronger, which will in turn attract us to more people, places, times, and events that resonate with that frequency, keeping us in a kind of karmic loop. A person's health and experience of life, their reality, is based on their recorded attitude, beliefs, and emotions. These are the magnetic forces that attract us or repel our potential experiences, our relationships, and our worldview. When it comes to relationships, aura attachments can have a devastating effect on how people interact with each other. When attachments are triggered, they can cause a person to react with fear, anger, sadness, and other conflict emotions. So when you understand energy and you understand that we're all energetically connection, it makes more sense that we're like attracts like. That is a saying, isn't it? So we will attract people that are on our wavelength, that we understand their energy and they understand us, which is not good if we're in a negative place. It's lovely when we're in a good, healthy, happy place to attract like-minded people, but not when we're not feeling great. So symptoms of a psychic attachment are thoughts or feelings that are not your own. To discover whether a thought or feeling is your own, visualize yourself standing in a golden light. If the feeling or emotion disappears, it's not your own. If it remains, then it is yours. To remove an unwanted attachment, we must want to let it go. In a love obsession, if we subconsciously do not want to let go, it will be more difficult. So we'll do an exercise to let go of these attachments. I just wanted to explain what they are and how you might feel about them. They are called psychic vampires, as I've explained. They will attach themselves to your negativity, but also to your positivity, and you'll bring more positive things to you. So this can be the effect of the aura on the body if we're not putting out healthy energy. So where the aura is on the body, the size of it, whether it's blurred, solid, spiky, large or small, or healthy shape and size, is it a strong aura? Is it a weak aura? Does it have holes in it? Can people poke you easily? Do you get sensitive easily? Do words make you want to shrivel up? If the aura is at the front, stronger at the front, then it means you're carrying things forward. If it's stronger at the back, maybe you're letting things go. If it's above, the aura is mainly above here, then maybe you're not being present in life. Maybe you need to come down to earth a bit more. Or if the aura is at feet level, where it gathers, it can gather at feet level, which means that you could be taken, depending on the colour of the aura, where it should be, you'll be taking things with you or walking away from things. So, it depends on a lot of emotions, which is why understanding our own emotions is really important, which you will come to do the more of these spiritual exercises you do. You'll get to realise your feelings and your what drives you and what you love and what you don't like. You become quite strong. As you become stronger spiritually, you become stronger emotionally. So is your aura hazy, spiky, clear, strong? So we do have an exercise here to read auras. It's rude to read auras without other people's permission. So don't be doing that as you're wandering around. It's considered very rude. You need permission to read someone's auras on the effect of them on you. It's a bit personal too. It's a bit intrusive. And I think if you ever stare at someone, if you, I don't know, out somewhere, maybe on a bus or in a cafe or a bar, and you're staring at someone, they always turn around to look at you. Practice it if you don't mind being a bit rude. They will always turn around. They're always aware of your penetrating their aura as you stare at them. So that's quite an interesting and rude thing to do. I say pendulum's really, really good for reading the auras, where it's strong and where it's weak, and the size of it and things like that. But I think the colour of the auras is something that you have to sense, which is why I spent time on colours, because what red means to you and what blue means to you, these are all things that help you read things like these colours. So once you know how that feels to you, obviously the light blue here isn't as oppressive as the dark blue in the centre. To me, anyway, that's how it feels to me, because that's how I feel about those colours. We'll be working alongside the colours as we try to heal the aura. We've had a look at clearing other attachments. So we have portals. These can be gaps in people's auras that draws in other people's negative emotions and energy. This can leave them feeling physically, emotionally and spiritually drained. Often portals are found on people who desire to heal others. If you feel drained in the presence of someone, then you may have open portals. We all know people. I've been around people that leave us feel exhausted, and we can love them, we can love their company, but when they've gone, we kind of feel exhausted, and nothing's happened, nothing negative's happened. It's just that their energy has been taken from ours, and it really is exhausting, is the only word I can think for that. So occupants, these are thought to be soul fragments that have been emotionally energized over time. When an occupant activates, it overshadows the thought and emotions, projecting past accumulated energy, pain, fear, shame and guilt, etc., causing a person to have a reaction to something that they later regret. These can be cleared through meditation, during aura healing, etc. These will be the first to clear because they are the strongest, so they're the first to come up. Discarded being is an earthbound entity that can project negative emotions into your aura field. These are entities who have not passed to the light and remain attached to emotional addictions and people here on earth. By clearing karmic connections that you have with them, they can continue their spirit journey. And I think when we do suffer loss, we do keep the person with us for as long as possible. And I don't believe if it's a loved one, it's not a bad thing. I like to keep my loved ones close to me. I like to feel them, talk to them, and be aware of them. But if it's maybe a distant relative or a friend of a friend that's been attached to your aura, maybe they aren't a positive people to have around. They will just exhaust your energy. I'm getting a little bit tired here, even talking about these aura attachments. So I shall need to clear my energy later on. Clear my energy. So what else do we need to know? So right, it's been nearly 30 minutes now, so we won't remove unwanted individuals at the moment. Clearing attachments. What we can do, if there's a quick one here. This is how to develop auric sight, which we'll be looking at later on. So we can confuse other people's energy with our own. If we mistake foreign energy for our own, we do not release it because we think it is us. When you recognize an attachment, it is much easier to release. So to release an attachment or a feeling, then I want you to feel that feeling, feel that emotion. And then I want you to imagine this light coming down into your body. And I want you to feel this emotion and this attachment. And then I want you to send down into that space where you're feeling this negativity. I want you to visualize a white light surrounding that area in your body where you're feeling hurt, upset, angry, distressed, depressed, wherever this feeling is in the body. I want you to stand down and visualize a white light surrounding this emotion. And if this helps remove the emotion, if it weakens the emotion, if you feel a little bit lighter with the white surrounding it, then that is not your feeling. That is possibly an attachment there that you're healing via the white light. So if it dissipates or lightens with this white light, golden light, whatever healing colour you want, then know that this attachment isn't yours, and then release it from your body. Visualize this attachment leaving your body, allowing you to breathe a little bit deeper. And if the feeling remains, if the feeling of discomfort or anger or upset, if that remains in your body, then that is your own emotions that you need to consider or work through and learn to challenge. So I think that's a good start to auras. They are very complicated. As I said, I have designed some aura cards. These are my aura cards, designed by me and created by my spiritual artist friend. It comes a little booklet that you can read all about what the auras do, how they work, and everything that we've talked about in here is in the book. The aura at the front of the body, the aura, the unstructured aura, aura energy and the law of attraction, daily guidance for manifesting, and then how to use these lovely aura cards here that I designed. My friend, my spiritual artist friend, whose picture I use on the front of the YouTube channel, that is a spiritual picture that she made, designed for me, and she helped me to create and design these aura cards. So they're £25. Leave me a message if you would like some, and I'll send them out to you. I think that's auras for today. I'll try and have a write down. There's so much about it. I've gone on off piece and talked about a lot. So in the next video, we'll stay with the auras for a little while. We'll be doing a meditation to clear auras. We'll do an exercise that we can see auras, how it affects relationships, how to remove vampires, and removing individuals. So that will be more about discussing the auras, but also how to remove unhealthy attachments and how to balance and meditate and heal our auras. So that will be on the next video. So please like and subscribe. It's really nice to receive a like and subscribe, because as I'm working through this is my book that I have written, so I am working through it in order. We will be moving on to all spiritual aspects in the book, such as, that's just the one for the chapter, isn't it? So such as here, no, it's gone, I've gone. What can I say? 39 chapters covering all spiritual subjects, my 30 years of teaching, my 30 years as a medium, and tarot card reader and tarot card teacher. So a lot of experience there I want to share with you all. So I will like and subscribe, because I am trying to put out a video every day for the next week or so, but they are in an order. So because of my way my mind works, I think it's important for things to be in order, but your mind may be unstructured and you may not mind going forward and back, and I'm picking whatever video appeals to you at the time. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time when we talk more about healing, clearing our auras, and how to keep them balanced and clean, etc., using crystals and things. Okay, I'll stop there. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Thank you.